Okay, so for today's body bar class, just to give you a little bit of background information on what it is exactly, it's a mixture of ballet style workouts and Pilates workouts that assist with cardio and building lean, graceful muscles. So we're gonna go ahead and get up and we're gonna start off by some feet warm up. So I'm gonna stand here with my feet together. I'm gonna go to the side so you can see me. I'm going to lift the heel of one foot, fully pointed off the floor, go back to just a lifted heel and lower. Then we're gonna switch. Up, half, lower, half, up, half, lower, half, up, half, lower, half, up. Keep going. We're just warming up those feet and those calf muscles. All right, I'm gonna face the side again so you can see. Keeping our feet together, we're gonna bend our knees. Keep our knees bent, just lift our heels, straighten, and lower. So we bend, keep our knees bent, lift heels, straighten, lower. Let's go a little bit faster. Bend, heels, straight, squeezing those glutes, engaging that core. Keep going. Couple more times. Squeeze those muscles, keep those heels together, squeeze those glutes. Okay, from here, I'm gonna face you again. I'm going to have my heels touching and my toes pointing out to the side. And we're gonna repeat the same thing. We're gonna bend, lift our heels, keeping our knees bent, straighten, and lower. This is a little bit more complicated. Keep going slow like this. You wanna squeeze your glute, thinking of tucking your pelvis underneath you as you're thinking of pushing your knees back and pushing your heels forward. You don't want to let those heels collapse. Let's try and go a little bit faster now. Same sequence. 7, 8. Plie. 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 Lift your heel, straighten, lower. Plie. Lift heel, straighten. Squeezing those glutes, keeping it tucked underneath you the whole time. Almost there. Awesome. Okay, we're going to take one foot, point it out to the side, and then you're going to just tuck it behind your foot. So you're letting it just kind of hang in the air. And we're going to slowly lift and lower. Lift, lower. We're really burning out those calves with this one. Lower. And you really have to squeeze your core. This is not an easy exercise to balance in. So just keep squeezing. If you fall, that's fine. Just kind of regain your balance and keep going. Keep going, almost there. And switch. Keep going. And lift. Lift, keep pushing. It's not easy to balance here. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to face the side so you can see me, but I want you to keep your feet parallel, toes touching. We're going to raise halfway and lower. Halfway, lower. All right, next we're going to rise fully. However, we're not going to land. We're going to go full, half, full, half. So our heels are never really touching the floor. And as you can probably start to tell, this is a killer for balancing. Five, 6, 7, 8. Shake it out. Okay, coming back, we're going to do our pigeon toe position, and we're going to do some releves here. So our knees are pointing together, and it's really important when we're working our calves like this to hit more than just one position, because our calves are such a broad muscle. You know, it's not just our calf muscles, there's different parts to it. So when we're doing our releves in these different angles, we're actually hitting the different muscles in our calves. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Shake it out. Okay, I'm gonna lift my camera slightly so you could see what I'm doing a little bit better. But we are going to come to our first position again. So we're thinking heels together, toes pointing out, okay? And for about a minute, we're just gonna do continuous relevés, thinking about all that technique that I was talking about, you know, tucking your pelvis, knees out to the side. A really important one is you don't wanna let your heels kick back like that. You wanna push those heels forward as we rise. Another way to think about that is you want all toes on the floor. Hands starting on your hips, let's go. And just keep releve and lower. So really focusing on digging all 5 toes on each foot into the floor. That's how we're working our full calf muscles. Okay. Getting our arms into it, let's lift our arms and have our fingertips to our shoulders. Thinking of squeezing our shoulder blades together in the back. Really working that back. And let's open out to the side. Keeping those shoulders rolled back, shoulder blades squeezing. Almost there, guys. Keep squeezing everything, glutes, knees, straight. Bring your arms in front, almost like you're holding a beach ball in front of you. Your calves should be on fire, mine are. Almost there, 10 more seconds. Let's bring our arms up. Good. All right, come back to this first position, hands on your hips. Now we really want to target our glutes and our calves. We're going to tuck that pelvis, squeeze those glutes, knees to the back, and let's do some pliés. We're just going to bend our knees and stretch. Good. Arms up to your shoulders. Arms out. And let's lift those arms over our head. All right. Next, we're going to go releve, plie, 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 rest. Releve, plie, so our heels are staying off the floor. And lower. Let's bring it up to our shoulders. Really squeezing our core. It's so hard to balance here. If you're falling, if you're wobbling, that is totally fine. Just keep trying to fight for that balance. 5 more seconds, you guys. Plie, 2, 3, stretch it out. Okay, we're gonna point our feet out. Our heels are still together. Our toes are pointing to the side, but we're in a second position now. And we're going to work through our relevés, same as before. So this is going to feel a little bit different. However, you still want to think of pushing all 10 toes into the floor. Really using it, pushing into the floor. A lot of people just think it's a rising motion. It's not. You're pushing into the floor. Your feet articulating into the ground is what's doing all the work. Let's bring our arms up to our shoulder blades, guys. Rolling it back, pushing our shoulder blades together. Keep going. Arms out to the side. And up over our head. Keep going. Almost there, 10 more seconds, and bring it front. Awesome job, and shake it up. Moving into our pliés, hands on our hips. We want to think, especially if you're tucking our pelvis, knees to the side. Let's go for our pliés. So this is a little bit wider than our traditional ballet second, but we really want to target those glutes as well as those inner thighs. Making sure we're tucking our pelvis every time we're coming down and we're pushing our knees to that back wall. Let's bring our shoulders, fingertips to our shoulders, pushing our shoulder blades back. Good. All right, now we're going to go into a grand plie. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it all the way down until we can't keep our heels off the floor anymore. We're going to go nice and slow. And we're getting really, really deep into those hips. Arms up. Whew, keep breathing, guys. It's so important to breathe. It sounds silly, but it's true. 5 more seconds and you get a drink of water. And shake it out. Awesome. Grab some water and we're going to move into our next exercise, okay? All right. All right. You can just kind of pay attention while you're grabbing that water. But we're going to do our fondue passe exercise. So I'm going to keep my hands on my hips for now. What I'm going to do is we're going to pick a foot to start with. So if I want to start with my left first, awesome. We're just going to maintain it consistent. I'm going to bend this supporting leg and point this working leg up to the front. As I straighten the supporting leg, I'm going to bring it up almost like a flamingo. So I'm just attaching my toe to my knee. If you can't get your knee that high, that's totally fine. Bring it to your ankle, as long as you just kind of bring it up. We're going to plie down and bring it up. And the emphasis in this exercise is on that supporting glute, okay? It's doing all the work. This foot that's tapping out and bringing it in, it's barely even touching the floor. It's just there for support. And with that being said, you want to make sure that you're not letting this knee of that supporting leg cave in. You want to keep pushing that knee out. So you're going to go 10 to the front, 10 to the side, and then other side, 10 to the front and 10 to the side. Ready? Let's bring our fingertips to our shoulders, rolling them back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoulders back, 6, 7, 8, almost there, guys, 9, 10 to the side, 1, almost there, halfway there, 2, 3, keep going, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, shake it out, woo! Ready for that other side. Fingertips to shoulder, rolling back, knees out to the side, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knees out to the side, 8, 9, 10. Sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, and 10. Shake it out, you guys, awesome job. All right, moving into our sumo squat exercises again. We are going to have our feet up to the side. And we are going to do different combinations here in 30-second increments. So hands on our hips, we're just going to take those deep second position sumo squats. Thinking of squeezing our glutes forward, pushing our knees back, really allowing us to feel it in our glutes as well as our inner thighs. Let's bring our arms out to the side. Let's bring it down and out, down and out, down. Here, we're going to pulse, 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 pulse. Keep fighting for it, guys. This one's brutal, I know. Arms up. Almost there. Next, we're going to be lifting our heels. You can do it. After this, 1 more minute. Arms back up to the side. Almost there, guys. Really fight for it. Breathe. Make sure we're breathing through these movements. Next, we're going to lift our heels alternating. Hands back on our hips. Good. Keep fighting for it, guys. Really feel your muscles starting to shake. Breathing through it. When you feel the burn, that's when your muscles are starting to grow and lengthen and get nice and toned. Now let's lift both. And lower, both, lower, both, lower, both, lower, both, lower, both, one more time, lower. Woo, keep it down, hands on your hips. We're going to lift our right hip and switch. switch, switch. This looks a little bit funky, but all we're doing is squeezing our glutes from side to side. And you're alternating. So you're working each side at a time, and you're really squeezing those glutes. Almost there. Whew, keep breathing, guys. 15 more seconds and you get water. Almost there. Almost there. Lifting those hips side to side. And shake it out. Awesome. Grab some water. We are going to move on with our exercises. Okay. So that was very ballet-based at the beginning. We're going to move more into a Pilates type situation right now. So we're going to start in our downward dog. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to walk my hands forward. Just talking about position for a second. I want to think of pointing my tailbone to the sky as I'm pushing my shoulders and my chest into the floor. Okay? So we don't want to come to this position. We want to make almost like a triangle with our body. Tailbone to the sky, chest to the floor. If you can't have your legs straight, that's fine. Just really aim for those two things. And we're going to start in our downward dog and just hold it. Feet together. We're going to come releve, lifting those heels lower. Lift, lower, keeping our heels together. Keep going, you guys. 7, 8. Awesome. We're going to come lower to a straight body plank. So my hands and my feet didn't move. I just brought my hips down. We're going to bring our knee in and switch and switch and switch. And then we're going to come back to our downward dog and we're going to hold it. Again, 8 releves. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving into our plank. Now we're going to bring our knees to the outside of our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back to our downward dog. I'm shaking right now. I hope you guys are too. 1, 2, 3. Chest into the floor. 4, 5. Almost there, guys. 6, 7, 8. Come down to plank. Back to normal mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Downward dog. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's come to our plank. Whew. Onto your knees, bring it to child's pose just for a second. We're going to come back to that position. Walking your hands forward. Stretching your hands forward a little bit more. All right, digging your toes back into the floor. We're going to move back into that plank position. All right, from here, we're going to stack our hips and we're going to open up to the side. We're going to hold for 30 seconds, okay? Making sure that we're stacking our shoulders over top of our wrists and that we're stacking our hips nice and high in the air. Almost there, guys. Really reaching for the sky, squeezing your obliques as much as you can. Taking a break if you need, but really trying to breathe through that pain. I know it's hard. Keep breathing. I'm shaking. 10 more seconds, you guys. And come back to our plank position. Ready? Other side. Open it up. Squeezing. Squeezing everything, rigid like a board. Breathing through this exercise. And come back. All right, coming back to our downward dog. From here, you're either going to jump your feet in or walk your feet in closer to your hands. And we're going to straighten it up, but we're going to come slowly. So as we straighten up, I want you to think about articulating through every vertebrae in your spine. Ready? Roll it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. From here, we're going to have our knees together. We're going to bend into a chair position. So arms extended. We're going to hinge our hips back. I'll come to the side so you can see. We're hinging our hips back. And we're sitting as though there's an imaginary stool there. You really, really want to feel the resistance in your glutes. 7, 8. We're going to stand straight, shoulders back, squeezing our glutes forward. This is not just a rest position. We're squeezing back to our chair position. Keep going, you guys. You can do it. Straighten on, back up. 6, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And back. Squeeze it back. I'm going to face you so you can see me. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Again. Back. We're working our entire back side here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, squeezing your glutes. Keep going, guys. One more time. Squeeze it back. And squeeze it back. Awesome. From here, we're going to articulate our spine down just like we came up. Tucking our chin, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come all the way down into the floor and sit down. From here, I'm going to give you guys just a couple of seconds to grab some water because I'm sure you are feeling pretty thirsty at this point. Okay. Grab some water and we will get into our glute bridge section. So we did touch on glute bridges in the last class if you were here this morning. If not, that is fine. We'll go over it just quickly again. So with our glute bridges, we really want to think of pushing through our heels. That's what targets our glutes. Different stances in this exercise targets different muscles. When we push through our heels, that's when we really isolate those glutes. And you want to think bringing your hands onto the floor, equal weight in both shoulder blades, okay? And we're going to squeeze our glutes up, hold, slow it down, up, hold, slow, down, up. Pushing through those heels, I like to bring my toes off just to check. Up, squeeze, lower it down. Keep going, guys. Up, squeeze, lower, down. One more time. Up, squeeze, and now we're going to hold it here. Squeezing your glutes, let's get our calves in it. We're going to raise our heels off the floor. And lower. You can walk your feet a little bit closer if you need. Heels off. Really overarching into those feet, pushing into the ground with those calves. And hold. Arms up. Hold. From here, we're going to slowly open our knees to the side. Ready? We're going to open our knees back to normal, making sure the weight stays in our heels. Keep pushing. Don't let those hips lower, guys. You can do it. From here, let's add our arms. Arms are going to open up to the side and close. Really let your knees open, almost like you're in a frog position. And that's targeting the sides and bottoms of your glutes. Open. Keep going. Open. Open. From here, we're actually going to allow our bumps to go on the floor, and we're gonna put our heels together almost like we're in a frog position. From here, you're gonna squeeze your heels together and into the ground, and we're gonna do some glute bridges in this frog position. Ready? Lift. Slow down, and you're gonna really feel it target the outside and your rotator cuffs here. Again, changing your stance is so important to target all of those muscles in those big muscle groups. Keep going. Squeeze. And down. Squeeze. Squeeze. Awesome, guys. All right. Coming up onto our hands and knees. All right. I'm going to think of bringing my right knee into my chest. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me. So we're in this tabletop stacked position. Let's bring our right knee into our chest and extend straight behind you, straight back. Bring it back in and back. Let's add our opposite arm. My right leg is going, so I'm going to grab my left arm in and reach up, flat back. In and reach up, flat back, really squeezing those shoulder blades. Flat back. Last time, we're going to hold it out. We're going to bring our hand, our knee out to the side and back in. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's get ready to switch it up. I'm going to face you, give you a little bit different of an angle so you can see the way my body's doing this. Make sure we're switching our arms and our legs. So time for my left leg. I just did my right. Ready? Straight back. Belly button to the spine. Tuck. Straight back out. Make sure your back isn't curving. This is not coming from your back, it's coming from your glutes, okay? Get ready for opposite arm, opposite leg. Tuck it in. Reach out. Tuck. Out. Tuck. Out. Last time, you guys, tuck it in and bring it out. From here, we're gonna bring it out to the side. Side. Close. Side. Close, working the side of those glutes. Make sure our toes are pointing to the floor. The top of our foot should be facing the floor. Awesome, guys. Bring it down to a child's pose. We're walking our hands as forward as much as we can, and we're sitting back in those heels, really, really letting our spine elongate as much as we can. Awesome. All right, coming on back here. We're going to come into the sitting position. However, we're going to let ourselves lean back as much as we can. Hands on our knees. We're going to tuck our belly button into our spine and really just balance in this leaning back position. Slowly extend our hands, and we're going to lean back, slowly articulating through our spine. Ready? Count for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's try and speed it up now we got the movement. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. Squeeze. 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. Lean it back. We're going to take our left hand and open it to the side. We're still leaning back. We're just adding a twist so our oblique is starting to work with us. Keep squeezing. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. We're leaning back. We're not comfortable in this position. Our abs should be on fire. Belly button to the spine. Switch directions. As much of a twist as you can give, because the more twist, the more range of motion, the more your obliques are going to work. Hands on the ground behind you. You're going to lean back even more and extend. Tuck. Extend. Tuck. extend. Keep breathing, tuck. Extend. Squeeze those glutes. Think belly button into spine. Good. Tuck it in. Leaning back, we're gonna pulse. 2, 3. Leaning back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna slowly low for 8 counts. 8, 7, 6. Don't go too fast. 5. Fight for it. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a little breather here. We are not done burning out those abs. However, really quickly going through a position called hollow body because we're going to use it, and I just want to explain what it is. So first, you want to think of your back has a natural sway, has a natural curve. You want to think of eliminating that curve. Your hand should not be able to fit underneath your lower back. You want to think belly button suctioning into the floor, your spine suctioning in. I almost squeeze my glutes and think of concaving my abs, pushing them into the floor. Making sure that we don't have that sway in the back. We extend our legs so that they're ever slightly hovering off the floor, and we're thinking of lifting our shoulder blades up. So it's a really, really intense position. We are not here for long. That's our hollow body. From here, we're going to use our arms to scoop up, hugging our knees here. From here, we're going to come to our boat position. So you can either hold your knees here and just have them bent, or if you want to go for the full boat, come to this V position. And then we come back to our hollow. So it goes hollow, ball, and then either boat or V. And we're going to do that sequence 8 times through, okay? It's a lot trickier than it looks. Give yourself a second to breathe. Think of tucking that belly button. No space here. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. Hollow body. Ball. Boat. Good. Ready? Hollow body. Ball. Boat. Take a break if you need. This one's not easy. That's 3, 4, 5. Here's 5. 3 more, you guys. 6. 7. We're almost here. And 8. Oh. Awesome. Let's come onto our stomachs. And we are going to stretch up into our cobra. So our hands are placed near our shoulders. We're going to think shoulders back. And we just press it up. Good. All right, quickly, when we talk about our core, a lot of people think that means your abs. Your core is a huge, huge section of your body that helps stabilize everything you do. And it extends not only your core and your obliques, your abs, but also into your back. So with that being said, we're going to take a couple moments to work on that aspect of our core, our lower back, all that fun stuff. Okay, so here, we're slowly going to peel one hand off the floor, squeezing our lower back and our glutes. We want to keep ourselves nice and high. And switch. Squeeze, so you really want to rely on your hands as less as you can. You want to squeeze your lower back as much as you can. Switch. Last time, switch. Okay. From here, we're going to come down, hands behind your ears, and we're going to pulse, squeezing our glutes and our lower back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, we're going to bring it up, reach, pull it back, reach, pull it back. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And you're going to reach it out and lift both your legs and your hands off the floor. Awesome. Coming back to that cobra. Pushing up. Squeezing for just a second. And then we're going to do that whole sequence again, okay? Bring it down. 5, 6, get ready to go. 7, 8. Squeezing your glutes, your lower back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8. We extend. Pull back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep going, guys. It's starting to burn. It's killing me too. Take a break if you need, but try and push through. 4, 3. Extend both hands and legs. I like to call this our Superman. Drop it down, pushing up into cobra. I think we can do it one more time. Do anything one more time. Ready? Breathe. Think of how great you're going to feel when this is done. I know it seems crazy right now, but we can do it. Ready? 7, 8, 7, 6. Squeeze your glutes. Let them help you. 7. Awesome. Ready? Let's extend forward. Shoulder blades together. 2, 3. Let's burn in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And extend in our Superman. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to child's pose, guys. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to grab some water. Awesome job. We are almost all done. Okay, what we're going to do now is a couple more abdominal exercises. However, after we're done that, I want to get into some Pilates arms, okay? So we're going to go through some crunch sequences, but we're going to switch our hands up as we go. So we're going to start here, thinking of eliminating that space, belly button into spine. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to keep our shoulders off the floor. We're going to bounce for 8. From there, we're going to extend our feet. Bounce for 8. From here, we're going to come into our frog. Bounce for 8. From here, we're going to come into our straddle. So our legs are out to the side, and we're just bouncing for 8. You'll notice this isn't like your typical crunch like we did last class. Your upper body stays crunched off the floor, okay? The whole time. So it's pretty challenging. It's nonstop. We're going to go through that sequence 3 times through. Each position gets 8 pulses. It sounds crazy, but the pulses go by fast because they are just pulses, right? Okay. Ready? 8. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight. Frog. Straddle. Whole thing again. This is our second time through. Keep breathing, you guys. I know it's non-stop. So thank me later. Last time. Last time. Awesome. Shaking it out. Finishing up our abs, we're going to come onto our sides and go through our obliques. So we're going to start on our elbows and knees. You want to think of squeezing your glutes forward, and we're going to lift here, but you want to really think of crunching your obliques to do so, okay? This other hand that is on top is going to come to your hips, and you want a nice range of space between your shoulder blades and your ear. Ready? Let's lift. Squeeze your abs. Squeeze, fold in half. 2, 8. We're going to extend over our head. Crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost done, you guys. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it up and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Take a minute to switch yourself over. Check your positioning. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fight through it. 7, 8. Hold it up. Extend. Crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to your knees. Lift your hips up. Squeeze here. I like to think of folding in half. Making sure it's coming from our glute or our obliques and not our glutes. Keep it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Whew, grab some water, you guys. That was awesome. Okay, we're gonna finish up today's class with a little bit of arms, okay? Nothing too crazy, just something to burn out those upper bodies. And we targeted our glutes and our abs a lot, but I always like to add some arms, especially in our body parts, okay? So, pull up my little thing here. What we're gonna do here is different exercises, but for 30-second increments, okay? So I'll walk you through it. It's nothing crazy that you need too much of an explanation. So you can just follow along. Each exercise gets 30 seconds before we switch, okay? All right, let's get some pump up music on. All right, so we're gonna start circling our arms forward. This is not just, like a kind of a flaccid motion. You wanna make sure that you're making a fist. Your shoulder blades are pressing back, and you're really squeezing every single muscle here. Keep going. Squeezing those fists, working those muscles. 5, 4, 3. Awesome. Let's bring it to the back, you guys. Same thing, squeezing our muscles. However, we're just switching our direction of circles. You want to think shoulders down and shoulders back. Fists as hard as you can, squeezing every muscle in your arms. I'm starting to feel it. Almost there, you guys. Really simple movements, but the continuous non-stop flexing and working every single muscle is really what gets us here, okay? Next, we're just gonna do some angel wings. So we're gonna bring our palms up to the sky. Hold just for a minute. 6, 7, 8. We're gonna bounce. Again, shoulders down. We're thinking of pulsing every single muscle in our arm. Awesome job, guys. Keep breathing. From here, we're gonna flip our palms down. Same movement. So our palms go down, still bouncing up and down. Good job, you guys. Keep going. Okay, from here we're gonna bring our arms forward, flip your palms up, same thing, let's go. Really letting the energy continue to flow all the way through our arms into our fingertips. Don't let your hands bounce. Energy throughout. We are almost done. Finish nice and strong. Let's flip our palms down and keep going. Next, we're going to do our TikToks, I like to call them. So all you're doing is very rigidly, very sharply changing your arm positions. Okay? Walking you through it, we're going to go out, up, front. That's all we're doing. Ready? Out, up, front. We like to go really sharp. So we're really feeling it in those shoulders. Adding resistance to our muscles, okay? Breathe through it, guys. From here, we're going to change direction. Same thing, just reverse the flow. Awesome, have it out to the side. Flipping our palms out, really stretching. You're going to squeeze your fist, make a muscle. Squeeze your biceps and bring it out. Energy through those fingertips. Squeeze your biceps, bring it out. Let's speed it up, but we want to maintain that muscle control. Ready? Flex, down, flex, flex. Keep pulling, squeezing those biceps, almost like you're doing a bicep crunch with an actual dumbbell. From here, we're going to cross up twice, squeezing our shoulder blades together, then come back to this fist clenching bicep position. Let's go. Cross, cross, down, flex. Cross, cross, shoulder blades squeezing together. Keep going, you guys. Almost there. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. We're so close to being done, class. You guys killed it. Keep going. Whew. All right, next we're going to do the same thing, but our crosses are going to be front. And our elbows are actually coming back. Our hands are facing the floor, parallel to the floor. But we still want to maintain that resistance. Almost like we're pulling. Every muscle is clenching. Keep going. Whew. Almost there, guys. Okay, from here, we're raising our arms above our head and we're just patting our back. So we're keeping our elbows close to our head. And you're really gonna feel this in your triceps, okay? It's like when you're doing your hair in the morning and your arms start to get tired. Same muscles. So our palms are facing the floor. I'm actually touching my back in this one. All right, just to burn our arms out a little bit more, we're gonna go through slow raises. Palms up, let's raise our hands. Nice, slow, and controlled. Working those muscles, palms down. Repeat. I'm gonna scooch back so you can see me a little better. 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 4, 5, 6, palms down. You really wanna think almost like you're pushing an invisible wall. There's a lot of resistance here. Just doing the moves alone is not going to make you feel those muscles. You really have to put in all your energy and resistance. Okay, guys, coming onto our knees, we're going to do some push-ups. You want to think of tucking your pelvis forward, keeping almost a straight line to the floor. Elbows coming out. We're going to do 10 push-ups. Ready? Let's go. 1. If you want to take your knees off the floor, that is fine. Be my guest. 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 3 more exercises, then we're done. We're going to do our down, down, up, up into our planks and our plank shoulder taps. But first, we're going to come just to switch up our muscles and give our biceps a bit of a break. We're going to come to some tricep dips, okay? So I'm sitting on my bum. My toes are pointing forward. My hands, my fingertips are pointing towards my feet. I'm lifting my hips off the floor, but that's all my hips are doing. My arms are now gonna do all the work. They're gonna bend, elbows to the back, and stretch. So my hips aren't doing any of the work, okay? Ready? Let's do 20. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake it out. 2 more exercises and then we're done. And these exercises are only 10 reps each, so you guys can do it. We're gonna come into our straight arm plank, stacking those limbs, and we're gonna do our shoulder taps, okay? 10, let's go. 10. Trying to squeeze and stabilize your body so that you're not shaking as much. 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9, 10. Last exercise of the day. You can do it. 10 onto our elbows. So we're going to plank down to our elbows and then push back up. They're killer. We're going to do 10 and then we're done, class. So you can do it. Really push through, guys. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Again, try not to bounce with your body as much as you can. I know it's hard. 3. 6, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Onto your knees. Wow, you guys, let's stretch it out. Hopefully you're breathing as heavy as I am right now. Overhead. And switch. Whew, wow. That was tiring. I hope you guys are as exhausted right now as I am. Thank you so much for coming to my class. I really hope you enjoyed it.